Hey math students, so we're going to go over skill 10, which is solving linear systems graphically. In order to be successful at skill 10, we have to have been successful at skill 7, skill 8, and skill 9. We're kind of tying all those skills in together, okay? So make sure you have a pen or a pencil and some paper because we're going to take some notes. Let's get started. Okay, so our first example for solving linear systems graphically is going to contain two equations that are written in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to read this scenario, and then I'm going to go ahead to save time. I'm going to model it for us, just like you would do yourself in class when we were working on skill 7. Okay, so Central High School had 5 members on their swim team in 2010. Over the next several years, the team increased by an average of 10 members per year. The same school had 35 members in their chorus in 2010. The chorus saw an increase of 5 members per year. Write a system of equations to model the situation where x represents the number of years since 2010. So I would say pause the video here, see if you can model it yourself, but I'm going to model it for you like I said. So as you can see, I annotated everything. And I modeled the scenario with y equals 10x plus 5 and y equals 5x plus 35. This is the equation for the swim team, 10 members per year, and they started with 5. This is the equation for the chorus, 5 members per year, and they started with 35. So now I'm going to share with you how to use your graphing calculator or your graphing calculator app to get the points for this table so that you can graph the system of equations on this and solve for it. Okay, so let's do that. So I have two graphing calculator apps. I have Graphing Calc 83 and Calc 84. Maybe you have those, a different calculator app, or maybe you have the calculator at home. But this is how we would use the calculator to get the points for the graph for our linear systems example about the swim team and the choir. So I'm going to go to the y equals button, and I'm going to type in that first model we did. So that was 10 members per year, starting with 5 members, and then the choir was 5 members per year, starting with 35 members. And now I'm going to go to table, and I want to make sure that my table starts at 0, because year 0, that's where they start in 2010. So that's 5 and 35. You can see that the y represents the number of members. The x represents the amount of years. So in year 1, I can see that the swim team has 15 members and the choir has 40 members. And so I just kind of want to go through each year and see how many members does each group have, the swim team, the choir, right? Until I see a number they share. And look at that, at 6 years, they have 65 members. Okay, so I know that my graph is going to go up to at least 6. I can go to 8 maybe to show where then they don't have the same amount of members anymore. But this is pretty much it. You're going to type your equations in your y equals button, go to the table, and then go where the table makes sense, starting at 0, and check to see where do you have the same y values, and that's going to be your solution to the system. So I would recommend you take a screenshot of your calculator table, or you write it down if you're using your app while you're working on the practice I'm going to give you later. And so looking at the table, I know that my x-axis is going to go up to like maybe 7 or 8, and then I can count by like a scale of 1 or half if I want to make my graph wide, but the y-axis, like it gets up to 65, 70, 75. So I know that looking at this, I'm probably going to have to go up by something bigger than 1. So I'm going to scale the graph for us, and I'll do that on the practice as well, so you don't have to worry about it. And then I'm going to plot these points using this table, and then we're going to look for the solution. So I made the graph, I labeled it the x and y axes, and I've plotted all my points. And now I'm looking for the point of intersection. That is how you solve a linear systems graphically, you look for the point of intersection because this is the point that makes the scenario true, depending on what you're looking at, right? So this is where they share the same value. Okay, so let's circle that, and that point is, like we saw on the table, 665. This is my x, this is my y, and now we have to just interpret what that solution means, and we practiced that earlier, okay? So let's think about it. 6 is x, and we've already labeled the x-axis as the number of years since 2010, and then the y is total members, so let's just make a sentence about that to answer this last part of the question where it says explain in detail what each coordinate of the point of intersection means in the context of this problem. So 6 years since 2010, both groups have 65 members. And boom, we're done. Okay, so just to recap, when you practice this on your own, there's going to be a little skill 7 where you're going to, or 8, where you're going to model the scenario. You're going to figure out how to graph the lines. In this case, we can use our calculator because our equations are in slope-intercept form. We've got that y equals by itself, so we can use the calculator. You graph them, you look for the point of intersection, and then you look at the labels along the horizontal and vertical axis so that you can make your interpretation of that solution. And that's it. So let's go on and look at another example that's in linear standard form. Okay, so here's our second example, and in this example, like I said, it's going to be a linear system where both equations are in linear standard form. I'm going to read the scenario, and then I will annotate and model the scenario. You can pause the video after I read the scenario and see if you can come up with the model on your own, and then unpause and check back to see if you were correct. Okay, so let's get started. A recreation center ordered a total of 15 tricycles and bicycles from a sporting goods store. The number of wheels for all the tricycles and bicycles totaled 38. Write a linear system of equations that models the scenario where T represents the number of tricycles and B represents the number of bicycles ordered. Okay, so just a little background info. Tricycles have 3 wheels, bicycles have 2 wheels. Okay, so I'm going to annotate and model, check back in with me. Hopefully you got the same model. So I've highlighted what's important, and now I've modeled my scenario. I've got T plus B equals 15 because the tricycles and bicycles that we don't know how many there are each of, but we know that they total 15. So we can think of all the combinations that equal 15. 1 tricycle, 14 bicycles, 2 tricycles, 13 bicycles, right, and so on. And then we know that there's 3 wheels per tricycle and 2 wheels per bicycle and a total of 38 wheels. So unlike the last example, we don't have a y equals equation or an equation where we have a variable by itself and everything else is on the right side of the equation. So here, we can't use the graphing calculator. We're going to have to use our skill 9 skills where we're going to solve for the intercepts on the, now it's not x and y intercept, it's the t and b intercept, but you could think of t as the x-intercept, b as the y-intercept, because t is along the x-axis, b is along the y-axis. So we're going to use the skill from skill 9 to solve for each variable so that we can get those intercepts and create our graphs. I'm going to go ahead and do that work right now. If you want to pause the video and try it on your own first before I go over it, go ahead, but let's just get to it. Okay, so first things first, if I want to figure out what the intercept is for a certain variable, like let's say I want to start with t, I'll plug in 0 for the other variable. Okay, so I've got t, and I'm just going to keep this in blue, times 0 equals 15. Okay, and in this case we don't have a coefficient, a number in front of 0, so we're just going to simplify this as we see it. T plus 0 is just t. Nothing cancels out here, and we've got t equals 15. So now I can go ahead and plot 15, t equals 15 on my graph, and now I've got one of the intercepts, so this is 15 comma 0. And now I'm going to do the other one. I've got t plus b equals 15, and now this time I'm going to put 0 in for t, plus b equals 15, and again 0 plus b is just b. There's nothing to really cancel out. B equals 15. Okay, so I plotted my intercepts 15, 0 and 0, 15, and I connected the line. So now I've got my line for my first linear standard form equation, and now let's do the math for the intercepts for the second equation. So I'm going to change this to red, 3t plus, now I'm going to put 0 in for b again, and now this is when I simplify and something cancels out. 2 times 0, that cancels out. I'm left with 3t equals 38. And when I divide by 3, I'm going to put this in my calculator. I'm going to get a decimal, and it's okay. You get 12.66667, so 12.6 repeating. We're just going to estimate here. So 12 and 13 are right here. So it's going to be like really close to 13, but not quite, right? So I'm just going to put it right there. And that's going to be my 12.6 repeating, comma 0. Okay, and now let's do the next one. Now I'm going to put 0 in for t, so 3 times 0 plus 2b. To find that intercept on the b axis, this cancels out. I get 2b equals 38. I divide by 2 on both sides, and I get b equals 19 when I put that in my calculator. So I go up to 19 right here, and I put 0, comma 19. And now I can connect those 2 points and create the line for this equation. So now I can look for that point of intersection, and it's right here, and that is 8, comma 7, and the 8 is my t, and the 7 is my b. And now, to be honest, the first time I did this, I got a different point of intersection, but you can always check your point of intersection and plug it into your equations, and if they make both of them true, you know that solution is correct. So for example, before I got 7, 8 and not 8, 7, when I plug it into this equation, 7 tricycles and 8 bicycles equals 15, but when I plug it into this equation, I wasn't getting 38. But I know that 8, 7 does work, right? 3 times 8 is 24, 2 times 7 is 14, 24 plus 14 gives me 38. So I know that it makes both equations true, so I know this is definitely my solution, the correct point of intersection. And it's okay if on the practice you're making your lines and you're not finding the correct intersection, like as long as you're trying and you're labeling and you're making an effort to solve the linear systems correctly, that's what I care about. Okay, so let's just make a quick sentence and we'll wrap up this video that has gone a little bit longer than I would hope. So our sentence here would be that the rec center ordered 8 tricycles and 7 bicycles. And so now we've solved this linear systems graphically, and we interpreted the solution in the context of the problem. Okay, so that is it. You are going to practice this with 2 questions on your own. I hope you took notes, and if you have any questions, please reach out.